Dog culture is false imprisonment. False imprisonment occurs when a person intentionally restricts another person's movement within any area without legal authority, justification, or the restrained person's permission. This happens all the time in dog culture. We can't go where we want to go because people's mangy, flea-bagging mutts are taking over everywhere. But let's look at how this applies to kids. Kids are being false imprisoned by their parents because they are not allowed to have movement within their own house. It's intentional by the parent. You don't have the permission of your children. And physical restraint, like handcuffs, is not necessary. False imprisonment claim may be made based upon private acts or upon wrongful government detention. But maybe legally parents have the right to do this? I don't know. But the spirit of the law is definitely being violated in dog culture. So we're over here at It's Me or the Dog, and we have a house with a bunch of filthy mutts that are putting the kids at danger. And the parents are restricting the movement of the children in order to keep the children safe, restricting the kids' access to parts of the house. So let me show you a little scene right here. So this Victoria lady, she goes into the kid's bedroom and tells the little kid, what you need to do there, little kid, is you need to go to your room and hug on this stuffed animal. And you don't get to play around with that dog that your parents brought into your house. Because part of the problem in this video is this little kid, he sees his parents hugging the dog, so he wants to hug the dog too. Then the dog growls at him and bites him. So they're going to fix this problem by stifling this kid's emotions, restricting his movement in the house.
Sometimes she does growl at you. I don't want that growl to ever become a bite. Ethan promised me that he wouldn't hug Sasha and he wouldn't play swords, but at the end of the day, he's a 7-year-old kid. It's up to the adults in the household to make sure that he keeps his promise.
See what they're doing there? It's up to the adults to make sure that this kid keeps his promise. They're putting all of the culpability on this little kid. That is like a false imprisonment sentence for this poor kid. He wants to play swords. He wants to give hugs. Well, get that nasty dog out of the house and play swords with your little kid, you freaking jackass parents.
Ethan still has things he needs to work on, and it takes a lot of reminders with that, but hopefully we're going to continue to move in the right direction.
So do you see the way that they act? And this is not like a one-off. This is how parents act in dog culture. They're going to sit there and talk about, gee willikers, we got to get our kid to straighten up so that we can own this crappy dog.
When I first came here, I saw that there were a lot of problems.
So back to our little bedroom scene. The boy and this lady, 4-letter word redacted, she tells the kid, go to your room, hug on this doll. Don't go to the other areas of your house. Don't play, don't interact with your parents. Go hide in your room. Okay, you're restricting another person's movement by doing that. Is that not false imprisonment? Sure sounds like it to me. Not only is it false imprisonment, but this is emotional trauma. You're forcing this kid to stifle his emotions, stifle his playtime for the sake of his idiot parents that want to have a stupid dog that puts that kid's life at risk. As this lady is forcing this child to suppress his desire to play freely in his own house, she also says this to him. She says, Sasha loves you. That is the dog that this kid has to modify his behavior on a daily basis so that he doesn't get his face freaking bit off. So they are equating love to this control freak, suppress your emotions thing. So this definition of love that this woman is forcing on this little kid, that is very, very sick. When he becomes a full-grown man and he wants to interact with other people and have a loving relationship, in his mind, this sick, twisted, narcissistic four-letter word lady has planted this nasty seed in his mind that love means running around, being a control freak, hiding yourself, suppressing your emotions. And that's terrible. That is like false imprisonment. The long term emotional effects of false imprisonment, that's what this lady is cramming into the brain of this kid right now. So that's a quick example of how dog culture is false imprisonment. What examples have you guys seen from society? Does this apply to people in apartments that just want to go out and have a good time, but they can't because there's dogs running around barking, having their movements restricted? Anything else like that? Let me know. See you guys later.